Hi, we are in the 45th day of the lockdown. Spending very good quality time with my family, reading books, watching TV, lots of content in the OTT platforms like Netflix, then Hotstar, etc. etc. Trying to help in household chores. Currently, I'm reading Amish Patel. And another thing that I'm enjoying in this lockdown period is looking at the very old photo albums, the hard copies, the hard photo albums. We have brought them all out. Looking at the very old photographs when I was a child, then when I was growing up, the entire passage of time, I mean, my marriage, birth of my son, my son's Annoprashan, my son's Poite, and all such kind of things. Till such time, photos went digital. So we are looking at those albums and enjoying a lot. Another very interesting thing is that I was reading an Asterix which my son bought 2 years back. The name is Asterix and the Chariot Racer. The name of the Chariot Racer, representing the Roman Empire, is coronavirus. Yes, you have heard me right. The name is coronavirus. Very interesting. Anyway, stay safe and we will succeed.
Colleagues, I was told to share with all of you the things that I would like to do as a family now. I was wondering, what should I share with you? Being in the plantations, I've always had the privilege of working very close, or I would use the word working with the family around all the time. We started the day by going to work, came back at about 9:30 to have breakfast. You have breakfast with the family. You then go again to work. You come back at about 1:32, have lunch with the family. You then again go to work, come back in the evening, and wherever you went in the evening, if it was to another colleague's house, or to the club, or to any party, it was with the family. Yes, occasionally, because my daughter started schooling, so there were times when we would not have her for breakfast or lunch, but at least for the rest of the meal we would be together. So as a family, we did most of the things together. Even if we went to the city for attending to certain official work, the family came along with you. While you attended to your work, the family went around shopping or meeting some friends. So it was always with the family. So I thought to myself that, and incidentally, I need to share this with all of you, is that from 2005, when after about 20 years of working in the plantations, I moved to Guwahati. I was then with Pari Agro. And I worked for 5 years in a residence cum office. So it was like working out of home. So most of the things we did even then was as a family together. It's only when in 2010 that I was moved to Chennai, and subsequently in 2013 I came over to Cochin. For the last couple of years, 7-8 years, that I've been actually working in an office, as in an office. So when the lockdown happened at the due to the COVID-19, I have been doing most of the things with the family even before, so there was nothing different. So I thought, what should I share with my colleagues? It should be something which is interesting, something which they gain from. So I'll just share with you some of my personal insights, something which has changed my mindset and my family's mindset. In the last couple of weeks, I would use the word. I've been actually eagerly waiting for 2020 since we finalized our daughter's marriage a couple of years back. So for me, 2020 was supposed to be a very important year in my life, not knowing about this COVID-19, but it was an important year for the family. Both the families had agreed to have the wedding in 2020, although I was keen on having the wedding around February, March, but fortunately, we didn't get any suitable dates. We did get a few dates in June, but with the onset of monsoon, we thought it would not be suitable for having the wedding in June, so we finalized the wedding for the 30th of August 2020. In January this year, we commenced preparations for the wedding. Attention to minute details about finalizing the list of invitees, and then who would require an accommodation, what sort of an accommodation, transportation, again what sort of a transportation, the finalization of the venue, finalization of the decorators, the caterers, the return gifts, the photographers, the makers, artists, and whatnot. And it was then that I realized the amount of planning that was necessary to ensure that the expectations of all concerned was met. Everybody had different expectations. So people would say, no, when we went for their marriage, they put us up in such a place, so we should reciprocate. This was the return gift I got when we went for his marriage, and this is what happened. So, so much of it was more so social compulsions that we were finalizing the marriage. But we were happy that everything was finalized and was falling in place. You finally had to do certain things, even if you liked it or not. So things fell in place. Then come February, the COVID-19 strikes India and spreads across the country. And come March, the lockdown starts and has been continuing since then till date. Now, why am I telling you all this? I thought I need to share with all of you how me and my family's mindset has changed post COVID-19. No more are we concerned about the social compulsions. No more are we worried about the extravagance. No more are we concerned about the pomp, the show. Now the one thing that we want as a family is to ensure that the marriage happens on the scheduled date. All other things which were planned have taken a backstage. Even if the restrictions on the number of invitees is lifted by August, we want the wedding to be a family affair and donate the entire money that we would save by curbing the pomp and show, the extravagance, to help the needy. I'm sure the COVID-19 has taught all of us a lot of lessons. We as a family have understood now the difference between what is essential and what is desirable. I'm sure with this small bite, many of you would also resonate with my thoughts. Thank you very much, colleagues.